Okay, let's make a new action script 3.0. Okay, so now an easy way to make Christmas tree lights. Now we already have a Christmas tree that we have created in a different video, so if you've already got that, you can just go get that from your library. Otherwise, just draw a dark green shape to use as the Christmas tree. But here I'm going to go here and I'm going to open a second library and I'm going to look for the tree. Here's the tree. Drag that in. Okay. And now we can save this, Command S, close the X for library, and we can take the tree and drag it into the middle. Ta-da! Here it is, a Christmas tree. And in order to make this even more interesting and easy to look at and fun, let's go ahead and change the color of the stage to a dark color that would look good for the background behind the tree. Let's try, sort of a midnight blue. There you go. Oh, it's a little bit dark. Let's go for one of the lighter dark blues. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Okay, let's try one that's like, there you go. That's medium. That's good. Good medium one. And that one is 003399. Okay, so 003399 for our stage color. Now, what we want to do is we want to take lights and put them on this Christmas tree. So this is going to be our tree layer. Let's lock that. Let's add a layer to put the lights on. Lights. Okay. And then right here, let's do, this is just the smallest, littlest, insignificant thing. Let's draw a little oval shape with just a white dot. And let's zoom in. We don't want to make it too small, but we'll make it so it's just a nice round thing that we can work with. So hold down Shift to constrain it to a circle and draw. This is going to end up being our light. Now let's get rid of that line, and now here is our white, and we're going to F8 and call that light. Doesn't look like a light, but it will. It's a graphic registration in the middle. Okay. Now let's double click to enter. Okay. Now the thing about it is big, it's very stark white. Let's go ahead and name the layer light. And now let's change this from just a regular fill to the gradient. And this gradient, let's get the gradient transform tool. This gradient, and let's go ahead and change the gradient. This gradient we want to have, now the black, we want the black to actually be an alpha of, let's see, well, let's make everything white in the first place. Let's make the whole thing white. So that's white, and that's white. It's a gradient from white to white. But, and we'll put one in the middle here, let's make this an alpha of 0. Okay? And now, we want it to have an interesting color. So let's take another one right there, and let's say what color would be good. We could have a yellow or a green. Let's go for a yellow. A nice yellow. Yellows are always so nice at Christmas. And let's get a real saturated but pale color for that. Let's get a nice white center there. It should be white right there. Doesn't seem to want to be white. Let's make this one absolute white. Yeah, there we go. Because we want to have white and then yellow, and then white, and then going to transparent. Let's get to the yellowish there. Okay, so this is our light. Command S. Let's go back out to scene 1. And let's zoom out to where we can see that. So there is our light. And it's kind of nice, right? Well, let's go ahead and instead of using the gradient transform tool, let's use the transform tool. And let's make it slightly smaller. Okay. And now let's Command C, and now let's just make bunches of them, okay? And for each one, let's just start moving them around. On the tree. So we get down to the last one, okay. And now you've got this really nice tree with lights on it. Of course, it might be nice if they would twinkle. This is something you can do. Let's go into the library. Let's go into one of the lights. Okay, here's the light. And let's give it 20 frames. So let's go ahead and we'll use F6 because we can make it into a classic tween. Okay, F6, all right. And now in the middle, create classic tween, okay. And on these, you remember that if you have a classic tween, let's go ahead and zoom in on it. It's on that right there. That's the one right there. It's got the X in the middle. Now, remember, when you've got a classic tween, if you have this selected, you can go to the color effect and you can play with brightness. You can make it brighter. Okay. You can come to here and you can make it color effect. You can make it, let's go for the tint. You can have it go to a different color. So, but not have it that strong a tint. Let's go to a reddish color. And then you can have it come here, and you can have it even go to a completely different color. Let's go ahead and let's go back out to here. Let's have this one go to tint and have it go to a blue. Have it just be like tint there. So now, if you play that, let's make it blue. It's kind of fast. Maybe we want to. And this is something you can do also. You can grab the keyframes with the classic tween and you can undo. Be careful, sometimes it does that, but you can drag them out to a different position. Of course, it's not easy to do something like this with the other tweens. And okay, and now we can go out here. Now, since these are classic tweening and everything, and this is a graphic, since it's a graphic, we can go ahead and tell it which one we want to start with. So let's go ahead and fit in window. If we, let's give it, 60 frames so you can see what's happening here. And if you go ahead and command return, they're glowing all at the same time. It's okay, but maybe you want to have it do something a little bit different than that. Let's say you go ahead and you select each one of these and you tell it if you want it to start on frame, this one, say the top one can be 1, this one can be 2, this one can be 20, this one can be 5, this one can be 4, this one can be 7, this one can be 12, or something similar to 12. And just give them different numbers, each one, so that there's a different kind of a period going on and they don't all do it at the same time. And that can really add some interest to it. So let's go ahead and return. You can see there's a little variation going on there. Okay. And I think we might go into the original here. Okay. It's original light, and maybe we want to have it actually get larger as well. So let's go ahead and tell it to transform and make it all 120. And then here, make this be 150. And then back down to 110. And now, at this point, and return, and you get some interesting effects going on. So there's some Christmas lights. Command S, and you're done.